As we mentioned yesterday, the 168th Air Refueling Wing at Eielson Air Force Base near North Pole has multiple missions as part of its function. Monty Bowen has more on the unit in this week's military report.
The commander of the Air National Guard's 168th Refueling Wing spoke to a recent Chamber of Commerce meeting and updated the community on a number of issues. One brought back memories of the 60s when American jets were turning back Russian Bear bombers as they approached our coast.
Well, there's definitely those missions are definitely sensitive and some are classified, but the main thing is the Russians are trying to reestablish themselves as a kind of a superpower in the world, and some of that activity is flying their training missions close to the ADIZ and Alaska zone, and so when they get to that area and they launch the F-22s, we launch with them, and it's been very active over the last year or so.
The 168th is very busy with the alert mission, deployments, and training. They're also preparing for the arrival of F-35 fighters at the base.
As the F-35s come on board, the training requirements for the F-35s, 2 squadron F-35s and potentially the F-16 squadron for the aggressor squadron, as well as the units down south, F-22s, we give them fuel as well. That requirements for air refueling and training are just going to be exponential.
The 168th also hopes to acquire the new refueling tankers.
We're trying to posture ourselves for the new KC-46. The Air Force is buying 179 of those. That's projected out through 2029. And so, the KC-135 is fairly old already, and so we're trying to, although it's very capable and can last 25, 30 years, we're trying to make ourselves competitive for that, for the future.
We'll have more on the unit this weekend on the Fairbanks Evening News and News Center Final. This is Monty Bowen reporting.
The Military Report is brought to you by Stanley Nissan. Innovation for all.